It is the 80th day of the year today. It is the 21st of March. How are you feeling today? It's also the weekend. It's Saturday. So hopefully you are enjoying some rest and relaxation time. That's what the weekend is all about. 80 days have gone by in this year so far, which is quite the milestone. And our word for today, according to 365 Tao by Deng Ming Tao, is opposites. So that's something that we're constantly reminded of in life, that everything is a balance, right? There's light and dark, black and white, negative and positive. Everything needs to be balanced by its opposite. So it's a very fundamental teaching in Taoism, and that's what we can see with the symbol of the yin and the yang, which is the two opposites complementing each other, balancing each other out. So it'll be interesting to see what the book has to say for us about this topic on the 80th day of the year. So find a nice, quiet and comfy place where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 15 minutes or so. Remember that 15 minutes is just 1% of your day. So intentionally choose this little 1% of your day by finding a nice, quiet and comfy place where you're not going to be disturbed. Grab your journals and something to write with. Grab your book. Open up to page 80. Take a couple of nice deep breaths in with long exhales out. Bring your body to the here and now, be present, and let's start reading together on day 80 on the subject of opposites. Before emptying, there must be fullness. Before shrinking, there must be expanding. Before falling, there must be ascent. To destroy something, lead it to its extreme. To preserve something, keep to the middle. Wow, I really, really love this opening paragraph. And the last two sentences I think are the most poignant. To destroy something, lead it to its extreme. And that goes back here. Before falling, there must be ascent, right? So take something to the very, very maximum extreme. Then what has it got to do? It's got to fall back. And then to preserve something, keep in the middle, keep balanced, keep harmonious. This is going to be a good one. Let's continue. Although we speak of opposites, there are not truly antagonistic elements. All opposites are part of the same entity. So think about that sentence and think about the yin and the yang symbol, right? They're seemingly opposites, they're seemingly separate, but they need each other to define each other. All opposites are part of the same entity. So the yin and yang is made up of those two opposites. They need each other. Like a two-headed snake, excuse me, opposites are two parts of the same whole. They define one another as black defines white. They alternate with one another as war alternates with peace. This is a I'm really enjoying this one so far. Whenever any phenomena reaches its extreme, it will change towards its opposite, just as the darkest night begins to change towards dawn, and the coldest winter is followed by a glorious spring. Therefore, anything that one wishes to destroy need only be led to its extreme or crushed while it is just appearing. For example, the two easiest times to destroy a tree are when it is so tall that it is about to topple, or that it is so young that it can be easily uprooted. The same principle holds if one wishes to nurture something. You can prevent its destruction by bringing it close to, but not over, its apex. You can take a branch from an old tree and graft it. This is the wisdom of the middle ground. Followers of Tao change a situation when it reaches its apex. By joining their efforts to a new situation that is just budding, they attain perpetuity. Wow, this is a really, really great passage today, talking about the balance of everything, the balance of opposites, how we need both to define each other. And I really love the concept of, like, if you want to destroy something, just take it all the way to its extreme. And you may have heard the sentence or the phrase throughout your life, like, know when to stop. I feel like that is like one of the, with age comes wisdom, and that's definitely something that comes with the discernment and wisdom of age, is like knowing when enough is enough. Because when you don't, as it says here, you will push past the enough point and you'll eventually, crumble. Things will be destroyed. Things will they've gone too far at that point. That's when they're going to decline. Whereas if you know when to stop and be like, you know what, this is the right point. Now it's time to pivot to do something else. That's one of the keys, of balancing. And that's what we really need here. And that's what these opposites, we're speaking about today, that's what it's all about, is having a harmonious balance between the two things, not going from one extreme to the other extreme. It's about finding that balance. And it says here, wisdom is the middle ground. If you think about life like a seesaw, right? If you've got two balanced people on each side, you can go up and down, and you can go back and forth between the two, and it's kind of fun, right? If you're on a seesaw like that. But if you put too much weight on one, it's going to fling that one off, and it's not going to be fun for the other person. Or if you put too much weight on that side, it's going to fling that one off. You're going to have a bad time, pretty much, is when you put too much weight on either side. You want to think about things being like a seesaw. You want perfect balance between both. And nothing is static in this life, as we know. Nothing just stays still. Sometimes it's really good, things are going great. Other times not so much. But eventually they will come back, and it'll be a harmonious balance of the two things, of the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the opposites. If it's too bad, boom, it's going to fly off like that. If it's too much of a good thing, bam, eventually it's going to go back to the bad. You've got to maintain that balance. And as it says here, to preserve something, keep to the middle. Avoid extremities. Avoid being all too much. Know when to stop and stay to the middle. It's a great lesson today. So I encourage you to reread this in your own time. For a journaling prompt, you can perhaps think about that concept of keeping things in balance and harmony. Perhaps you want to remember the last time when you kind of knew, okay, this is probably time to stop, but you went a little further anyway. Think about the consequences of that decision, rather than just understanding like, hey, this is a nice balance. This is where things need to be. Let's not push it too far. Like, maybe reflect on how this passage today has played out in the course of your own life, and you might want to journal about that. So there's lots of great wisdom here today. If you ever need to think about the balance of the opposites, think about the yin and the yang symbol, or what I just said about the seesaw in life, how you want things to be nice and balanced so the ride is smooth, the ups and downs are manageable and balanced. They don't go from one extreme to the other. We don't want to be like that. We're always looking for balance and harmony and keeping to the middle as much as we possibly can. So I wish you a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Thank you so much for being here for 80 days of this year, and I will check in with you tomorrow.